hope Bob recorded everything, is what they call Tai Chi as it pertains to fluidity. Fluidity. In the beginning, it sounds, to understand it is not difficult. Fluidity means something that just keeps going, right? Keeps going. But there's a lot that breaks down how you describe fluidity as it pertains to IST training. In the beginning, everybody that learns Tai Chi, they learn by block, by block, by block. Terry, when I first took Terry's class at City College, he would give me the example. I'm sure Mary heard this example. It's like learning the alphabets. You first learn how to write an A. See, 40 years ago, I still remember Terry's lecture because it was that, it made an impression on me. All his lectures, Terry, when he was, much younger back then and a different type of energy, I remember all his lectures. That's the type of person he was, that he was very caring to say something. When he said it, I was just ready to receive it. And one of those lectures he talked about was on fluidity. Is when you learn Tai Chi, it's like learning a block letter. You first learn how to write an A, then you write a B, a C, and so forth. And you get so good at it, then eventually you learn cursive. You write an A, and then the energy continues to write a B, and then the energy continues to write a C. And then before you know it, you can do block letters that are solo by itself, then you learn cursive. Tai Chi is exactly the same thing. You learn postures, how to do commencement. And then you learn the next movement, how to do grass for his tail to your right, then grass for his tail to your left. Then eventually you learn the whole form. And then when I'm watching people do the form, I see a lot of separation. They stop and they move, or they push, or the arms do it. Then as a result, your cursive writing doesn't become balanced and even. See, when you write, and there are some people that are, it's a lost art, right? These days, people all do computers. But back in our days, and I think we're all back in our days, there are people that can write cursive. It's beautiful. It's balanced, it's even, and it's an art. Tai Chi is no different. If you write the cursive uneven, some energy is leaking already. But in Tai Chi, the same thing. If you do it very evenly and you do it very smoothly, now the energy goes from one movement to the other. And how you write the letters, how you do the movement becomes less and less FRCT. And what's causing the postures to connect from one movement to another movement is now energy, life energy. And people call it chi, right? Chi, some people call it oxygen. Don't make it too complex, just oxygen moving, right? And the more oxygen that can move from one letter to another letter, from one posture to another posture, now that energy, that chi, will expand because of the quality of the connection. And what's going to happen is that when the quality of the connection gets bigger, there's a reason for it. There are different ingredients that now you're employing because of those connections. And what are those ingredients? Well, we talk about it all the time. Your zhong is getting better. See, when your zhong is more improved and you know it internally, it starts to link those movements more and more as one. Another ingredient that will play out, when your mind is clear, now you're not all over in your thinking. And those postures become more connected because of that, right? And another ingredient that helps those postures become more unified and fluidity is your what I was going to say. Lost my train of thought. Well, anyway, you know what I'm referring to. And when that happens in the form and the fluidity becomes very unified, now your zhong ding becomes the driving force. When you're going right, your zhong ding is moving. When you're going left, it knows what to do. And when that happens more and more, being guided by your zhong ding, what happens to the clothing on the hanger? And what happens to the hanger? What are you developing? The clothing becomes zhong tong hong, your physical body. It becomes empty. And the more it becomes empty, now your structural integrity, your zhong ding, it becomes the guiding force, the energy that knows how to move you. So your postures become more fluid. Now, if you could do it in the form and you're employing it, you want to manifest it, you want to deepen to the essence. That's why you need two-person drills. Because now, when you give me incoming force, what happens? It becomes fluidity along with my movement. You touch me one side, I know how to move it, keep my center. You touch me on the other side, I know how to be the driving force. I'm the driver of your energy. When that happens, then now you know how to develop where you want to go and how you get more deeper into the practice. Can you imagine this? If two people understand the essence, it's like we're dancing. You come to me, I come to you. You try to find me, I try to find you. But I don't give you anything to play with. You don't give me anything to play with. And then when we're finished practicing a 10-minute session, we're both looking at each other. Hey, thank you for giving me a massage. Thank you for giving me a massage. Because what are we doing? We're exchanging energies while in almost perfection alignment. And now your zhong ding is connected to the ground, and both people are doing it and helping and developing each other, right? So last night we were listening to a video that Sifu Chen had sent me, and Dana was very gracious to translate it. But the gist of the video that Sifu Chen sent me, that thing that where I just described, the description of how it's supposed to be done, is becoming a lost art. Some people understand, some people know it, because what's more in the mainstream is more of this physical aggression, winning a trophy, pushing and shoving. I want to be the gold medal winner. I do it at all costs. And what are they using? They're using aggression. They're using force. So when you have that, you won't have your zhong ding, because your zhong ding, your central equilibrium, is going to be guided now by force. Yeah, you have some balance, but you're using force to keep you there. You're using your resistance to keep you there. And some people are very strong. When you're 20 and 30, you can get away with anything, right? And then you have your zhong ding, but it's not the true essence of the zhong ding. The true essence of the zhong ding is soft and gentle, and as a result, your practice will emanate and become that. And all your movements like hua, agility, rooting will become part of your zhong ding. That also include all the ingredients that will become developed because of your central equilibrium. Okay,